President-elect Trump has nominated a new VA secretary. In this video, we're going to go over this new nominee, see where he came from, and talk about what he might do for the VA. My name is Greg. I'm an Air Force veteran turned VA disability lawyer, and I've been representing fellow veterans against the VA for over a decade.
My name is Victoria Rada. Thanks for joining us today. So the new nominee is Doug Collins. He is a lawyer, politician, and military chaplain. Give us a little synopsis of his background.
All right. So I guess we'll start with his military background because I think that's important. I like that, when VA secretaries are veterans themselves, hopefully they can sympathize more with us. And so Doug Collins started his military career in the late 1980s as an officer in the United States Navy. And he served 2 years as a chaplain in the Navy. And then he didn't serve in the 90s, but after 9/11, he joined the Air Force Reserves, which he is currently still in, also as a chaplain. And he currently has the rank of a full bird colonel. To summarize that, I'm happy that the new secretary is a vet.
Right. And in service in multiple branches. So now a little about his political history.
Yeah, so he started out his political career serving in the Georgia House of Representatives from 2007 to 2013. So he was a state rep. And then from there, he became the U.S. representative for Georgia's 9th Congressional District. So he was in Congress and the House of Representatives from 2013 until 2021. And then he ran for, I think, a Senate seat in Georgia, but did not win that, opted out of rerunning for his House of Representatives position, and then briefly announced that he was going to run for Georgia governor, but didn't do that, and hasn't ran for anything else since then, since 2021 or 2020 when he ran for Senate.
Okay. And there's not a ton to know about him regarding, VA policies while he was in Congress, but he did vote for several key pieces of legislation that were passed over the past couple decades. So in 2014, he voted in favor of the Veterans Access, Choice, and Accountability Act. Do you want to describe what that was?
Yeah. Vets will know it as the Veterans Choice Program, and that's a program that lets vets get private treatment instead of VA. They had to live like 40 plus miles from a VA facility where they faced over a 30-day wait time to get VA care. And if you met one of those criteria, you could go out and use a private provider and the VA would pay for it.
Okay. And that was signed into law by President Obama back in 2014.
Yeah.
And so he voted in favor of that. And then in 2017, he voted in favor of the Department of Veteran Affairs Accountability and Whistleblower Protection Act, which was signed into law by Donald Trump in 2017, June 2017. Give us a little explanation of what that act was.
Yeah, I mean, it was an act to make whistleblower protection stronger. So people that report misconduct or abuse at the VA are better protected. The act was designed to restore trust in the VA. They had a few scandals back then. I can't remember what they were. I feel like there's always something new. But anytime you protect whistleblowers, I think that's a good thing.
Right. Just like an act to improve accountability within the Department of Veteran Affairs. And then he also voted in favor of the 2018 VA Mission Act. What is that?
Yeah, I mean, that further progressed the Veterans Choice Program, gave more options for getting private care instead of VA care, and also strengthened support for the caregiver program, which a lot of my clients have used. If you meet certain criteria, your spouse or a family member or someone that lives with you can be paid a caregiver stipend for helping take care of you.
And so this 2018 Mission Act strengthened that?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so those are three pro-vet acts that he voted in favor of. That's really kind of the totality of what we can verify online as far as his record with, veteran-related policies go. He also is a proponent of a bill that would make it easier for some veterans to access guns or firearms. But I'm not certain that has become actual law as of right now.
Yeah, I know that's always a concern with vets. People are constantly concerned that, if I have a diagnosis of PTSD or if I get a high rating for my PTSD diagnosis, that, I'm going to be prohibited from owning firearms.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see where that goes. And I don't know, some other facts about him. He's born in Georgia, went to college in North Georgia College and State University. And his degree is in political science and criminal law. And then he received his master's of divinity, which I guess is like a theology degree for priests and chaplain type people in New Orleans.
Okay.
So he got that degree in 1996, and he didn't get his law degree until 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a relatively new lawyer. I graduated law school in 2011, so he's 4 years ahead of me as far as a legal career. So definitely he was a non-traditional law student like I was, although he was a little bit older than me.
What is he doing now?
Since he's not been in Congress, he's been a legal advisor for Trump. I don't know the specifics. I don't know if he's represented Trump on any of his legal cases or just informally advises him on the side.
Okay.
But I'm guessing he's fairly close with Trump since Trump nominated him for this position.
All right. Any other relevant tidbits?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to some of my colleagues about their opinions on this nomination, and they seemed indifferent. Their opinion was that the Secretary of VA is usually most concerned with the healthcare side compared to the disability benefits side, because the healthcare side of things, like taking care of our vets and providing a medical treatment, is most prominent in the media. And so my colleagues are more interested in to see who is appointed the undersecretary for disability benefits, because that person will have more of an impact, the type of stuff that we do, VA disability benefits.
Okay.
So we're going to have to wait and see whoever that is. I don't know. I don't know if Doug Collins, if he's, if he becomes a secretary, if he then appoints the undersecretary. I'm not sure, but once we find out who the undersecretary is, we'll definitely do a video on that and hypothesize what their impact might be on VA disability benefits.
All right. That's all we've got for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Take care.